Hello, this is Dr. Marge Maxwell. This recording is for Module 4 about your technology projects in LITE 535 for the fall 2026 semester. So let's begin sharing our screen. Okay. So we're going to scroll down to, oh wait, let me back up. Mid-semester course feedback. This really helps to know how I can help you at this midpoint in the course. This survey is going to be open from October 10 to the 18th. I really would appreciate it if you would answer. It is anonymous, so I won't know if you did it or not, or who answered what. But it really would help me to know your thoughts about the course thus far. So, Module 4. In this module, you'll learn about different Web 2.0 tools, which really just means they're online technology tools. Watch this video introduction before you work on the assignment. There are many little intricate parts to this. So we'll be reviewing the Web 2.0 documents, and I really want you to listen to this Notebook LM AI generated podcast. It is about this assignment. Now, they do mention Dr. Logsdon several times as the instructor because he created this podcast, but is applicable to this course as well. So when they mention his name, you just think, oh, my instructor is Dr. Maxwell. So you're creating 2 technology products that will be submitted by Sunday, October 18th. You do have 2 weeks for this assignment. Now, this podcast here is a 19-minute podcast, but I promise you, when you start listening to it and they're talking about the very specifics of this assignment, you'll say, oh, I want to listen to this to the end. Okay, so let's look at the actual assignment. Okay, technology skills. One of the purposes of this course, remember, it is a survey of EdTech, of educational technology, meaning survey, meaning you try different technologies. So what are Web 2.0 tools? Interactive platforms that enable user-generated content, collaboration, social networking, etc. So that's interactive tools housed online that you can use. Good links to find some different tools are these right here. These are the associated standards with this assignment. So here is the actual assignment. Okay. In the objectives and assessment module, you created your 2 objectives for the instructional design project. So you're going to create sample student work, not teacher work, not teacher things to teach with. You're creating it as if you were a student in your class with this lesson you're designing. So you're creating sample model work according to your 2 objectives. Okay? Number 2, select the 2 tools from the list below, or you can propose your own product. Navigate to the different tools, sites, looking for descriptions, tutorials once you find a tool you want to use. Remember that you'll create your products projects about your real world topic. You are addressing the content and technology objectives that you designed in the last module. The content for both of your products must be different. You can't take two different tools and create the same product. So they've got to be, the content needs to be different. Review the scoring rubric below before you begin so that you know what the expectations are for you. While creating your projects, you're going to complete the Web 2.0 project description form. And so I'll show you that when we'll finish this document. Okay. So we have two categories right here. Could be online video tool, such as Animoto or WeVideo. There are lots of other video tools out there that you could use. For presentation tools, you could do Prezi, Sutori, or ThingLink. Sutori is more of a timeline type of tool. ThingLink is really cool. It's where you take a picture and you can put dots on it, and when the student sees it, they, or whoever your viewer is, they click on it, and it can be a video, it can be questions, it can be a picture. Now, there are dozens of presentation tools, just as well as lots of video tools, and you can propose your own. Another presentation tool that I love is called Beautiful AI. It is amazing the different things that you can do with that tool. So all I ask is that you do not use Microsoft PowerPoint or Google Slides. They are too common. Everybody uses them. And remember what I said a minute ago, purpose of this course is a survey of educational technology. So we want you to use and experience lots of different tools, okay? Other programs that you cannot use for this project, for students to use for their project, is Microsoft Word or Google Docs. Okay, we're trying to expand your horizons here. The other thing is you need to use different tools. For the online video tool, you can, another program that is highly overused is Canva. And Canva is cool. It can do so many different things, but if you use Canva for your online video tool, you cannot use it for the presentation tool. You cannot use the same tool twice, okay? Now, or, and this will probably apply to most of you, propose your own technology project to align with your IDP proposal, to align with your IDP objectives. Email your instructor about your proposed change, or we can meet and talk about it. But you are also welcome to use whatever you said you were going to use with your objectives. Now, the example I showed you in an earlier video, like a kindergarten class using the app, explain everything. Well, of course, you're going to want to use that instead of one of these categories. So you could substitute that explain everything model project that you do for online video tool or for presentation. Actually, it is kind of more of a presentation tool anyway. If you're having students to design something in a CAD, a computer-assisted drafting program. You can also use that and substitute it for either one of these categories. Okay? But the idea is that you're completing 2 technology products that are in the, like it's sample student work for your objectives for your IDP. All right, let's look at your scoring rubric. Okay, your video tool, your presentation tool are each 60 points. The description form is worth 30 points for a total of 150. Here is the scoring rubric. You want to try to address the excellent category to the right for your product, use of technology, your creativity, and your description form. Okay, let's mess the rest up. All right, let's go back and look at the form you're going to be completing. Again, you want to want to click here to download this form. You put in your name, date, your authentic topic. Also include your objectives right here, your content and technology objective that you have already designed and have been approved. Okay, so you're going to give the direct link to your published product. One for the video tool and one for the presentation tool. If you're doing a different tool, like Explain Everything or the CAD drawing, that's fine. You still just put the link to it. Then you're going to fill out these according to whatever the product is that you pasted right there. The title of your project, what Web 2.0 tool did you use, and the URL to it. If you use Prezi, then give the link to Prezi. Describe what your product is. What is your project that you created with this? Don't tell me what Prezi can do. What is yours, and why did you create it? How would you suggest using this Web 2.0 tool or your project with students? Discuss that here. These boxes will grow quite a bit as you complete it. Describe the process you went through to complete this project. What mistakes did you make? We learn from our mistakes. We usually do make mistakes and we learn from them. Now this one, don't overlook it. Give your APA references for all sources used in creating both projects. Don't have 2 lists. APA calls for all references to be in one list, alphabetized. You should also create references for the pictures and the video that you use in your projects. So whatever the tool is, any pictures that you use, remember a picture is information that you borrowed as well. If you're doing something on, let's say the history of England, then whatever information you used in creating this sample product is also a reference. Okay? Now, this is an annotated list, so give 1 sentence annotation telling how you use this reference for your projects. All right, we're going to go on down to the scoring rubric, and you're going to do a self-evaluation. So you decide how you want. You can highlight all or part of this. You can do this part and highlight it, and then this part and highlight it. You can, or the whole thing, whichever one you think you're in, and then click over here and give a justification. Why do you think that you score that for yourself? Now, we usually see 2 camps in these evaluations. People who really didn't do that great of a job, but they give themselves all excellent. Or we have people who really did do a great job, but they don't grade themselves very high. So try to really be honest with yourself. Now, why are we doing this? Remember, this is a graduate class, and we do a lot of reflection on why and how we did things. Okay? And that's all that's in this description form. Once you have completed that, you upload it here. Since your products are linked within the description form, then the description form is the only thing you need to upload here. If you converted it to a Google Doc, be sure that that document is published, and I have edit access to it at marge.maxwell@gmail.com. As if it's a local file, like your Word file, which is what you downloaded, then you upload that file. I will make comments in that file and send it back to you. And that concludes this video. Remember that I am always available. You can text or email me any question. We can actually meet as well. So I am here to help you.